Hello YouTube. I'm going to be planting daffodils today, and I planted daffodils here last year. I bought them from Home Depot, and I thought it'd be really nice and beautiful, and I filled this whole bed up with daffodils. This is all that's showing, so it was very discouraging. I thought I'd have some really nice looking daffodils. See, this is all that there is. So this one might bloom here. So very discouraging, and I will never buy daffodils from Home Depot again. Sorry Home Depot, but you gypped me. And I know how to plant daffodils. So today I'm going to plant more. So I'm going to do this with a one of these hand push behind cultivators here. I always want to get the debris off the top, because in case there are some, there are some daffodils sticking up here. I don't want to ruin them. And these old-fashioned push behind cultivators look really good. This cultivator was in the family a long time. I used this cultivator since I was a teenager. In the gardens. So I'm just going to run this through and get the weed debris or up out of the, off the ground area here. Not gonna make a big fuss over it, just want to loosen it up. I know Home Depot has a money-back guarantee, they say, for their nursery stock, but this is a whole year later. I should have kept the receipt. I didn't, so I got gypped. It happens. I'm sure you got stories out there too, everybody, huh? About things. That's a big something there. What is that? Okay. All right. Look at this, I just hit the only flower on one of the daffodils in this whole bed. Oh well. Can't win them all, can you? Alright. I think I loosened the ground up pretty good here. Alright, next thing I want to do, these are whole clumps of daffodils here. I'm going to split them up. like this. And as some of you know with daffodils, you split them up, they don't bloom for a couple years. But I gotta split some up. Anyway, these are really pretty daffodils, and they're naturalizing in this area. So I'm planting these, but I won't see them bloom for a few years, which is disappointing. But yeah, a couple of them might bloom. This is what the daffodil looks like here. But I want to spread these daffodils out. I want this whole garden to be daffodils. So I'm just lining them up here. You know, daffodils are, I should say you don't know, but daffodils is one of my favorite flowers in the spring. And they're so pretty. I'll take you down there, show that botanical garden with the daffodils. Okay, so I'm gonna try something instead of using a hoe. Again, look what I got here. It's the Acme Hardware walk behind plow. All right. So I want to make a row. I'm gonna make a row. Let's see how this works. I haven't tried this yet here, so let's see what we can do here. I'm gonna see if I can run a row down. You know what? I got a better idea. This is a lot of work, but this will work. But guess what? I'm going up there and I'm going to get the Ford out. So instead of doing this with the walk behind, I'm going to get the Ford tractor out. Okay, I am on the Ford tractor here. Let's see if it'll start. I just want to check the oil. The old Ford oil is okay. So the reason why I'm going to use this to plant daffodils is I still have on the potato V plow, and that would be great to make a groove for the daffodils, and that would make it a lot easier. Let's see if the old tractor will start. Clutch in and put choke out, and oh yeah, neutral. Start right up. Whoop, whoop. To brag too soon. There we go. I'll leave it warm up a minute. Gear. This might be a little too much, but hey, you know what? I don't want to dig a hand. I'm going to do this with the tractor. this, I got the plow on. I'm going to drop it, and I'm going to make a V. There's one. Okay. Now I'll run the hand plow through it just to clean it up. Alright, you know what? I gotta go deeper. Get it at the board again. Go a little bit deeper. Okay. Back you up. Trying to get this on camera, but it's hard to show when you're driving. I'm trying not to dig the old daffodils up, but there really isn't much there. Okay, so now I'm going to take the daffodils. Let's see here. There you go. Here's one from before. You can stay there, little daffodil. Huh. Okay. I'm gonna go like this. There. Okay. I'm just laying them out right now. I really doubt these will bloom next year. Especially these. Look how small they are. I'm gonna do this. Gotta start someplace, somewhere, sometime. Yeah, the problem with the camera on my forehead is I can't see where the angle is. So I hope I'm showing everything here to everybody, how I'm doing this. Because I like daffodils. I think they're very, very pretty flowers. I love to see them in the gardens or anywhere. They do spread. Give them a few years, they will accumulate. I don't want that in there. Okay, you get in there. There you go. That's what the daffodil looks like right here. That's what they look like. Get in there. You get in there. I felt bad splitting these daffodils, but because I know they won't bloom next year because they're so small. But you got to do it. Okay, so I guess, where did my shovel go? There it is. I'm just going to cover them up like this. That's a lot of work to make a flower garden. That's when it comes to bulbs, because it means a lot of digging. But with daffodils, once they're in the ground, you don't need to touch them anymore. There's a big rock, you get out of there. Alright, I'm just going to walk these in. Pat them down. A lot of rocks in northern New Jersey. I don't know if any of you live in New Jersey, especially up north. Down South Jersey, it's all sand. Up north here, it's all rock. Okay, there's one row. I'm gonna get the Ford out, make another one. That was a heck of a lot easier using this plow on this Ford tractor than digging by hand. All right, let's see. Let's help it. Would help if I turned the key on. Oh no, I gotta tighten that belt up again. Alright. I don't want to run over my new bushes here. Come on, you know what? This tractor is wonderful, but they have manual steering. Nice amount of daffodils. And there you have it. Daffodils are planted. touch up a little bit here. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so what I used today to plant daffodils is my Ford 9N or 2N tractor, and I believe this, everybody tells us it's a 2N. I'm still with a question about that. And the plow is called, that I use, Titan attachments from the Titan company. It's a V plow, and I use this plow to plant potatoes, and it's been really a wonderful piece of attachment, and this Ford tractor really handles it well. So the daffodils are in. They say rain tonight and tomorrow, so I don't think I'm going to bother watering these. The ground is moist yet anyway. That should be okay. So let's go take a look at the daffodil garden that I have here. This is not the daffodil garden here, but this is, actually I'm going to take this off my forehead to make sure the camera is videoing properly. So this is hyacinths and tulips here. There's grape hyacinths there. They're nice, aren't they? Hyacinths are just coming up. Boy, they smell so nice. I love the smell of hyacinths. They look so pretty too. I just make sure everybody's got a good video of the daffodil garden here. Okay, let's wander down here and take a look at the daffodils in the rose garden. Isn't that pretty? Look at that. This was the original flower garden I planted here, and it's gotten a lot bigger. But yeah, look, isn't that nice? These are planted, oh, let's see, how did I plant these daffodils here? These are planted 3 years ago in the rose garden here. These are just gotten to bloom yet. You see the yellow top stems of the daffodils that come to bloom. So they're actually still coming out yet. Look at the roses getting all their leaves on here. Look at that. Isn't that nice? I think daffodils are so beautiful. Nice spring flower to see. I'm very happy the way these are blooming and out now. Very nice. And they're just coming out. There'll be more blooming. Let's see what else is out around here. Let's just take a walk around the daffodil garden. I don't see anything there. This is a wildflower garden here. These are coming out. I just planted the magnolias a few weeks ago, so hopefully they'll do something. I think I finally licked the problem, the deer coming here with the whole deer fence around the garden now, the rose garden. This is coneflower garden here. They're coming up. Look at the coneflowers. Look at that. A lot of them. They were beautiful last year. And the deer got these bushes here. Let's see if they'll come up. See what they do. Got some blossoms on, so maybe just hold hope for it. planted a couple of forsythias over here. These were stem cuttings, and they're growing. They'll turn into nice bushes in a few years. This is the iris garden here. Deer love to eat irises. So if you have deer around, you're not going to have irises. You have to fence them off. So there's a lot of irises in here. I'm going to clean up the weeds and everything in here before they come into bloom. Very nice daffodils. Always nice to see in spring. Look at that. Doesn't that look nice? The daffodils I planted, they're a different color. Oh, there's daffodils down here. Let's just take a look at them. They were planted there by the original owner. I call them wild daffodils. There's no such thing as wild daffodils. Let's take a look, see if they're out. Yeah, they're here. Look at that. Oh, they're so nice looking. Look at that. Look at that. This is called the bear swamp area right here. There's bears hanging out. Nice. Look at that. Very pretty color. Let's see. There's some here. They look like they got hit by something or something ate them. I don't think they'll bloom. And there is, I noticed one down here. Let's take a look down here yet. And I see something over there. I'll take a look. Let's see. Yeah, look at them. They're just coming out now. Very nice colors to these daffodils. They're growing wild here. There's a nice daffodil flower sticking its head up towards the sky. Very pretty. There's a flocks of them here. Very nice. So there's the daffodils tour today, and how I plant daffodils. You may have another way to plant them. They're very hardy. Daffodils are very hardy. Once they establish, they'll continue to grow if you don't, like I say, cut the greenery off them. All right, look at that garden. Look at that. Oh, look at this. Look at that. Look at their hair. The deer didn't get these. Wow. I planted these here last year. Never thought they'd bloom. I should clean that up. See, this is a flower, so I don't want to ruin that either, though. So maybe I'll just leave it. So if they're up, I wonder why they're not up over here. Let's take a better look. I planted them over here too. No, they're not up here. I guess they didn't make it. All right, so thank you for stopping by my I dropped the plow, put it in first gear. I'm gonna let it go. I'll see if I can line up and see if I can get this on video. All right. Okay, Here's a couple of daffodils from the Home Depot disaster. They're still here. Alright, so let's throw in some more of these daffodils and get this job done. And I'll take everybody out back and show how the blueberries are doing. Actually, I could turn the Ford off. Don't need that running. A lot of people say, why are you planting daffodils now? You're supposed to do that in the fall. Well, for one big reason. I got the daffodils cheap, very cheap, and I'm putting them in now. Well, they'll say, well, you're not going to see any blooms. No, I won't. But I will have daffodils planted. So just so you know, never cut the greenery off your daffodils. The strength is in the daffodils, in the greenery, and it needs to be on the plants. If you cut them off, it will weaken your daffodils and they could die. So don't cut back your daffodils. Just let them take their own cycle of life. They know what they're doing. Yes, daffodils will come back, but if you cut them, you cut the greenery off, you could kill them. You cut the flowers off. That's okay. Although I wouldn't recommend even doing that, but you can do that if you want some flowers in your house. Daffodils don't last too long. They don't like warm heat, so they probably just die, you know, not look good after you cut them and put them in your house. These are just babies here. They'll do something years later. Well. Deer don't necessarily touch daffodils. They're toxic to most people. I mean, people and animals. You realize some of the most beautiful flowers out there are highly toxic? Daffodils are one of them. Well, who's going to eat daffodils? Deer, no, they won't touch them. Deer try to eat everything, but they will not touch daffodils. That's why when you go around, and if it's, say you go to a park and you're hiking or something, you're way out in the forest, and there used to be a foundation or a house in the area, you see daffodils growing there. And you think, wow, how did they get there? Well, they were planted there by somebody at one time. And the animals didn't eat it because they're toxic. You know, I love the story about daffodils. There they are, all planted here. I'm just gonna put all these in here yet. This nice story about daffodils is people would plant them. I've seen this in some state parks and federal parks where there used to be houses, a house or a farmhouse, and the farmhouse is no longer there, but the daffodils that they planted will come up every year, even if the house and the occupants are long gone. And it's so interesting to see that, where the daffodils, somebody planted them there. Alright, I'm just going to go through this, make sure I got every little daffodil here. So you see those daffodils growing there, and you know, they could have been planted there years and years ago by somebody, years ago. I mean, it could be 100 years ago. Daffodils will continue to grow and come up, and they'll rotate, maybe move around a little bit from the area they originally were, but they will come up every year. And it's so interesting to see that the daffodils that been planted there by somebody years ago, planted with total care and love by somebody, because they want to see the beautiful spring flowers come up in their yard. And I think that's so neat to see that, and it's so fascinating that somebody you come across some daffodils and somebody planted them there, and the whole house or farm is all gone, but the daffodils are still there. So I'm just pulling the dirt back onto the daffodils now that the Ford tractor pulled up. I'm doing a lazy way here. You know, you can use a drill with an auger on it, and I do have one of those. I think I got a couple of them. I'll make sure they're all on the ground. But I just want to get these in. Yeah, it should be planted a little bit deeper, but this is okay. It'll work. They're about 6 inches deep. Doesn't look like in the camera, but they're properly planted. I've seen some daffodils that were accidentally planted by a machine. It's over 2 feet deep, and the daffodil will come up. They want to come up. They'll come up. They'll shoot to the top of the surface. Okay, I'm just going to walk these in. I gotta get some dirt there. Okay, squeeze them in. Oh, I hope this camera's at a right angle so everybody can see this. I had the camera on my forehead with a forehead camera mount, but you can only see what you're doing. They can't see the camera. Okay, so they're planted. They're all in. Daffodils are in. Thank you for stopping by. Please like, share, and subscribe. There's a view of the Ford tractor. Stay tuned for more videos on the blueberry farm and updates. Alright everybody, please like, share, and subscribe. Stop by again. Bye for now.